You're built to hand over office, so let's do a review of your tenure. During your campaign, you set for yourself 4 major tasks: e-voting, welfare of members, insurance scheme, and to be a voice for the Nigerian people. How well would you say that you've delivered on these 4 tasks?
Honestly, it's difficult to assess yourself. Like you set an examination and you want to mark it. But I'll say that in the last 2 years, I've committed myself to this task. One, to be the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the oppressed. And I have done my best to discharge that function with responsibility. I never went to speak if I didn't have the facts. I needed to have the facts. And that which is what led me to Maiduguri, which is what took me to Zaria, because you just go out and speak without knowing the facts, and then you speak wrongly to the facts. So we have acted responsibly in that regard. We have collaborated and cooperated with government. We have drawn attention to several shortcomings by working directly with government agencies and government at the highest levels to be sure that things were done correctly. And we got positive results. On the insurance side, insurance is available to all lawyers now. And it's not voodoo or rocket science. You negotiate a good deal, and any lawyer who pays the bar practicing fees will take 1,000 from there and will give to the insurance company. And it provides 1 million. Funny thing that we are very morbid. The insurance has 4 categories. If you are sick, if you have an accident, if you are laid off from work, or if you die. Everybody chooses if you die. So they don't enjoy the money themselves. When you die, your family gets 1 million. E-voting is the most transparent exercise. Anybody who voted knows. You may not admit it in public, but everybody knows in their heart of hearts that it was transparent. Once you vote, it gives you a voting receipt. View your receipt. That receipt tells you who you voted for. You vote, your receipt is not sent to somewhere to be announced for who you voted for. You have a copy of your receipt. If I had run in these elections, I would have set up a result email. And I've canvassed all my supporters. As you vote for me, email me your voting receipt. So once I see the receipt and I'm counting, I know those who are accredited, I will know whether I'm winning or losing. But you see, I was not contestants, and I will not want to tell the contestants what to. So those who are having fears, it was in the system. You just had to apply yourself. Everybody that voted had a receipt. So you do print to file, or you print or save a copy of your receipt, email it to the campaign organization of Shola's campaign organization. So as you are there, each email you receive is a vote. You print it out or you view it online. Create a folder and you'll be counting your votes as they are coming. So even if there was a challenge of the elections today, what we need to do is to tell everybody or call the system up and say, print up all the people who voted, put 2 ballot boxes and check who they voted for and drop, and see the result you get will be different. It's not possible. Any system that you can manipulate will not give you that service. I was well briefed by the electoral committee. Well, they said, look, we have some checks and balances. If we release too much information too early, people start looking for how to circumvent. When people come here, we don't know what is happening. At the end of the accreditation list was printed and sent to every branch chairman. Look at the list of those accredited from your branch. If there's some people who you think should be there who are paid and not there, please indicate. If there are people who are not from your branch who are here, please indicate. So when people are saying that it disenfranchises people, what of your branch chairman? He got the list. They did not see that your name was not there. If really you had paid your bar practicing fees and your branch dues, why did he include your name? That was the essence.
Talking about elections, what's happening with resolving the issues raised by those aggrieved?
You know, election petition tribunals always have customers. And in every election, even in churches, to be head of choir will have challenges. to be imam in some mosques, you have challenges. People feel that they are entitled. They see they have a sense of right. But democracy, the power lies with the people. And once the people have voted, and I've said it's not you they want, you owe it a duty to them to respect their wishes. So when people start complaining, we did I voting, we didn't do E voting, whatever you call what we did, C voting or B voting, it was the same platform for all candidates. So how did you suffer any disability? Yourself and your opponent were given the same examination. And you say, oh, it was supposed to be essay, they gave you objective. That is why your opponent got an A and you got a B. It can't work. We must learn to accept the wishes of the people, firstly. Secondly, we must learn that in every election, you know, the one winner and one loser. And thirdly, that all elevation comes from God.
One of the things that you've talked about is the partnership between the bar and the government. But some people feel that the bar has lost its vibrancy and didn't readily speak out against actions or inactions of government. So what would be your response to those people who have such thoughts?
When people entrust you with their voice, you must use it with a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of people think you should just wake up as bad president every morning and abuse the president. Why do you do that? Is that the responsible way to act? If something is wrong and there's a channel for you to address the issue, you approach it from that perspective. Where we have not had traction, we have not had progress, we'll speak up and say, this is our position, we think this is wrong. But as long as you have avenues of addressing these issues, and you are making progress in addressing them, then you explore that opportunity. But the thinking that you are the leader of the opposition is wrong. And for everything the president says, you must see something wrong with it. If things are wrong, they are wrong. If things are right, they are right. And we have taken that position. We have made that position clear at all times.
Is there anything that you wish that you could have done but didn't do, though?
Life is never perfect. And I feel I didn't do enough on legal education. I feel let down in terms of my job fair. We have a job fair where we match law firms with law students. We now have a job portal on our MBA website where if you're looking for a lawyer, you can go and post a vacancy where lawyers can go and paste their CVs. I consider that very important for us lawyers. I just wish that those programs, I don't like to blame anybody, like the buck stops with me. We cut out and gave to some people to run, but it didn't move as fast as we wanted.
Finally, what advice would you give to the incoming leadership?
The most important thing for any administration is to make a lot of decisions on the basis of the best interests of majority of your members. Once that is the guiding principle, you will find it easy to take decisions, because when you're deciding, you know why you're deciding. If that is clear in their mind, they'll be very. Secondly, to say that one of the greatest problems we have at the bar is that a lot of our bar leaders, unfortunately, never speak truthfully to the facts. So I will advise the president to be wary of those he takes advice from.